What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. Make it a great weekend, y'all. Remember, be careful where you plan to spend your weekend. Your weekend doesn't always have to be a big old party and a big old gathering. Especially black folks, we love to party, don't we? We could be going, the country could be in a bad situation. The treatment that us quote unquote African Americans still get. We be smooth acting like we free. We be acting like, everything is all good. Like racism still don't exist. Acting like we don't still deserve some kind of reparations or something. But no matter who you are, no matter what race you are, be safe out there. A lot of y'all have these extravagant weekends and do all this extra stuff, and then y'all come back Monday, y'all sick, bringing back viruses and fevers and all kind of weird stuff in y'all's body, all because y'all obsessed with over intoxicating yourself and overdoing it. These big old gatherings and partying and orgies and whatever weird stuff y'all be doing, man. Chill out. If you care about yourself, you care about your family and your kids, you wouldn't be out here acting crazy and acting a fool, having these wild parties and gatherings, and then you come home and you getting your kids sick, you getting your spouse sick, or your partner, you getting your mother and father sick, going to all these hugs and kisses, hey, and you got all this toxic, disgusting sickness and viruses in you. Change your weekend plans around, especially if you get sick all the time. If you always catching something, you know yourself if you always sick and if you always catching something. Change your routine around. It's not that damn serious. Anyway, I want to speak about Jamie Foxx. A lot of people have put their 2 cents in on this Jamie Foxx situation. So I'm going to put my little 2 cents in on it. I agree with what some people are saying in regards to Jamie Foxx and his well-being, and whether he's doing okay or not. I'm convinced that he's already up out of here. Me being from LA and me knowing how the games that Hollywood plays and the plays that they, that they put in front of people's face. They play this role. It's like just a Hollywood soap opera, movie. But it's like we're not hearing no details, no real accurate information in regards to Jamie Foxx's current state, whether he's getting better or if he's getting worse, even though we heard that the family's preparing for the worst. But they're not really giving us much details. We still don't know what happened and why he ended up in the hospital. Some people said, he had an aneurysm, he had a stroke. Some people said he got sick on set. There's a story allegedly where, Jamie Foxx, in the beginning, he claimed that somebody was trying to kill him. And then they kind of quieted that part. They swept that under the rug. And then they started saying, oh, no, he has an aneurysm or he had a stroke. He had a medical condition. What the hell is a medical condition? I'm like, come on, man, be real. Y'all don't have nothing. Y'all can't come up with nothing else extra to y'all run out of options when it comes to these excuses for why y'all take people out. But I believe Jamie Foxx is already checked up out of here. And the reason why I feel like he is because maybe he did say too much. Maybe he revealed too much information about the gatekeeper, Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love, whatever the hell. This man, he changed his name every year, don't he? This goes to show you how unstable his mind is and how dysfunctional he is and how he just has no real true identity. It don't matter how much money you have. If you don't really truly know yourself, you're going to keep trying to reinvent yourself and rename yourself. But I find it interesting and ironic how P. Diddy, Brother Love, Puff Daddy, he hasn't said one word. Has he come out once and said, hey man, you know, has he made a post, a video? Has he went to visit Jamie Foxx? And they supposed to be this close and they supposed to be good friends. Why haven't we heard from Jamie Foxx? Or excuse me, Puff Daddy, Brother Love. Why haven't we heard from him just saying a few words like, hey man, I'm in my prayers. I hope you pull through, get better, swiftly, whatever. But we already know that the stories were floating around prior to Jamie Foxx ended up in the hospital about P. Diddy and his secrets and his wild parties and stuff that he had going on. And we already know this man has been suspect. You know, I like that, Daddy. I like that, Daddy. The way you scribbling and scraping, you know, I like that. Come on, man. We all knew. We've already known what type of time P. Diddy has been on. But, of course, because this man has a lot of power and privilege in Hollywood and in the industry, people don't want to expose him. They don't want to come out and say, hey, man, this dude is really GAY, bruh. The stuff I done seen him do, the stuff I done seen him participate in, he's clearly GAY. But everybody just wants to be quiet. They want to be on code, and they don't want to say nothing. They scared that something's going to happen to them, or they scared that their opportunities in the industry will be taken away. Now, Jamie Foxx, I met this man in person when I was working in LA, the Los Angeles Center Studios. I met his daughter as well. She was much younger. This was like in 2009, 2010. I don't have nothing against the man, and I don't wish nothing bad on the man. But I will say he didn't leave a good. When I met him, I didn't get a good first impression by him. You know, he didn't even look me in my eye. You know, he was in he had a driver in a vehicle that he was in, and he was in the back driver passenger seat, or the back, you know, the back seat of the back seat, you know, the back driver's side seat or whatever, you know. His daughter was in the passenger side in the front. He was in the back on the driver's side. Jamie Foxx was in the back on the driver's side. And, you know, I was doing the security there. I was at the drive-on entrance where they come in and they got to check in, give me their ID, let me know what they're there for, what pilot or what production company they were there for. You know, some people will come for an audition. Some people will come because they're already on set. You know, there was a lot of popular shows that was already shooting there. Mad Men, Law and Order LA, Southland with Regina King. Of course, Regina Hall was on Law and Order LA. Zendaya, she was on, was it Shake It Up or Good Luck Charlie? One of those two. I met her when she was young. So I was used to meeting a lot of celebrities already. So I wasn't like just starstruck by people that I, you know, came across. Well, at the beginning I was, you know, I mean, I was kind of like, damn, man, this is a dope little situation right here. I didn't even know where I was at in the beginning. But when I realized it was actual studios where they shoot movies, videos, and pilots, and that's when I realized, like, okay, I have the opportunity and the privilege of meeting a lot of people that I grew up watching on TV, and I can be able to assist them. But Jamie Foxx, man, you know, regardless of my impression of him, when I met him, I had noticed prior to meeting him and then even in aftermath, Jamie Foxx, as talented as he is, or was, he always he would pick and choose who he wanted to go after, you know, because you know he was a comedian still, and he loved to crack jokes on people. He loved to try to humiliate people too, and embarrass other comedians. He when it was other comedians around him, he would act real funny. You know, I've seen him destroy a lot of comedians' careers, all because of his name and his little power in Hollywood. And I felt like he was in a way a gatekeeper too, because Jamie Foxx had enough pull to help other up-and-coming comics make it in Hollywood and in the industry and be able to, you know, become mainstream. But if Jamie Foxx didn't personally like you, he would go out his way to destroy your character and humiliate you to his peers. That's something I really didn't like about Jamie Foxx, because Jamie Foxx, he used to get a kick out of tearing down other young black comics, but he would do it in a silly, goofy way. But he would humiliate them, but knowing that he was connected to P. Diddy and he would help host these parties, and he was like this gatekeeper for P. Diddy's Hollywood parties, that's super suspect to me. So that lets me know that he was full blown into that Hollywood life. And he saw things that most people didn't see. And he knew all of P. Diddy's secrets. So the fact that P. Diddy has not said one word and has not shown, you know, at least the world that, look, he cares about Jamie Foxx, and that all these rumors that's floating around, you know, it's not affecting him and it's not true, and that he don't feel any way about Jamie Foxx saying, you know, revealing some things about his extravagant parties. You know, it just makes you feel like, damn, did P. Diddy really did he really line him up? Is he really that powerful in the industry to where he can get somebody taken out, even like a Jamie Foxx, if all because he said too much about him, or he revealed some secrets about him, some GAY secrets about him? But Jamie Foxx was in too deep. He was in too deep into the lifestyle that he was in, the Hollywood life, and his ego was on 100. You know, Jamie Foxx, as talented as he was and is as of right now, I just didn't like his ego. I didn't like the fact that he would belittle other people, or he would make other people seem like they're lower than him. You know, rather than embracing the other young up-and-coming comics or people that admired him or wanted to get on the level of him, you know, he kind of would just, you know, unless it was a Kevin Hart or P. Diddy or a goofy like Steve Harvey or somebody like that, it's like he wouldn't even acknowledge these other comics. He wouldn't show them no love. I forget a dude's name. He was a light-skinned comic. I remember how Jamie Foxx just destroyed this dude. I think the dude he said something. I think he cracked a little joke. I think it was like a roast thing anyway, but he tried to crack a joke or something with Jamie Foxx. But then Jamie Foxx went to the extreme, and just like, ever since then, that man, you know, he never was the same. His career was never the same. And I kind of felt the way about that. I was like, man, come on, bro. You going too far. This man looked like he almost looked like he was ready to cry. I know he was crying in the car. You know, and some people can say, well, don't diss what you can't take. Yeah, but it's only so far you can go when it comes to certain things that you say about people. So, anyways, in my opinion, Jamie Foxx is already up out of here. I think they're just waiting for the right date to announce that he passed away. And if he does for some reason get out of the hospital, and if he is released and they say he's recovered, I don't believe it's going to be the actual Jamie, the real Jamie Foxx. I don't care if it's Eric Bishop or Jamie Foxx. You know, so it's some weird situation behind that. You know, they claim he chose that name, Jamie Foxx, because he wanted it to be gender neutral, which is the most weirdest, goofiest, strangest thing I've ever heard. But anyway, Jamie Foxx. Hey man, we'll see what happens. We'll see what transpires. But for him to be in the hospital that long, and all this time he's been in the hospital, and we have minimal information. And first they say he's recovering, now they're saying they're preparing for the worst. That's kind of just letting us know that they're making preparations for him to be up out of here, and they're helping to groom. They're mentally and emotionally preparing us for the news to hear that he passed away. But y'all be easy, man. Stop worshiping these Hollywood celebrities, because they're not who y'all think they are. One.